And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Lillard. McCollum right side. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And George kicks to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Passes it to Nurkic. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And here are the Blazers. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 5.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Outside, George from 15 feet away. The offensive rebound. And Leonard stays with it.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. To the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Powell for 3. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Here's Leonard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum finds Lillard. Back to McCollum. Pass to Powell. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Zubac. The 3 from George. Tries again. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. And that'll tie this game up.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Inside. McCollum kicks to Powell. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's George. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Jones. to halt the run, and it's good on the way in.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Stripped it away. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cantor with it. Jones the pass to Simons. Fires top of the key. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
The shot's good.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer.
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the one. The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shot of the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Kennard for three. They get it back.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the board.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Simons surveying the D. Hollis Jefferson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on DeMarcus Cousins, and this will be his second and third shots at the line here. Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. He's perfect from the line this time. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Batum. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all we can do.
Well, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Man, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard with no one around. Hits it from 3-point range.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And it's George missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McCollum, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Clippers trail by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Yes, that goes in. Kennard's got his first basket.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins, skilled at spotting the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Passes it to Nurkic. Knocked loose. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Leonard. 56 seconds left here in the second, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Ennis-Ken is checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Now here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass to George. To the paint. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. George with the bounce pass. Tries from 7. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. The 3 from George. His 5th miss. Now 2 for 7 from the floor.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
2 on the clock, and it's George finishing it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. So, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
So for the Clippers right now, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward spot.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Clippers pick up 2. Cullen passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. And George, here we go. And that one, good. George has got 9 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Powell kicks to Lillard. From deep. With the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. He has 6.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Clippers with a change here too. Rondo's checked in. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is George. He's got 9. Morris finds George. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Here's McCollum. 14 points for him. For the tie, Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3. Morris dishes to Leonard. And the shot is good.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Jacks up a 3. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And George with this stuff.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can make.
Now here's McCollum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
But even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Here's Batum, covered by Anthony. Batum against Anthony. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Floats it up for Cousins. Doesn't go for him. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Jones. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kennard finds Batum. Back to Kennard from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. 1:06 left in the third. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Beverly. The dish to Batum. Down low. Here's Kennard. Makes it off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's McCollum in the corner. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Man. Feeds to Batum. And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Nicholas Batum.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Anthony with the bucket.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Now here's Beverly. And it goes down 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jackson passes to Batum. Zubac's in the post. He's covered by Cantor. Excellent D from Cantor. There's Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Clippers leading by 8. Jackson passes to Beverly. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Cantor. The pass to Pop. And to Lillard. Looking to get it going. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, Lillard has some ridiculous handles. His ball control simply sublime.
The Clippers shooting the ball really well in this game. 58%. Jackson with it. Hollis-Jefferson's there. Zubac the pass to Beverly. With the floater. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Norkic checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Patterson in for Jackson. Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
And here's Kennard. To the inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's McCollum with the drive. Count that bucket.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Now Beverly. Outside, Batum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Patrick Patterson. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Wow, look at Morris, just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up.
The first free throw is good. And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And Morris drops them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. McCollum outside. Here's the 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. George way outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 7. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fuel since halftime.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jackson finds George. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
George looking around. From deep three-point range, and Jones pulls it down. And Portland has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Back to George. Lillard against Jackson. Right side Leonard. Over Jones. Cousins. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what a huge basket from Cousins. He knows he's the #1 option on offense when the game is on the line.
So the Clippers with the win. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for...